Hey guys, I'm gonna make a how I knew I was trans video today because I know that when I was coming out to myself and when I was just trying to figure out how I identified, watching videos like these helped me a lot. It helped me just to hear other people's stories was really helpful to me. I want to say that no matter what my story is, or no matter what any other transgender person's story is, it can be completely different from yours, and that doesn't affect whether you are or not transgender. Your story does not have to match up with anyone's, and there's no yes or no. There's no either you are or you aren't based on any standards. There's no test you can take. There's nothing. It's a very personal thing, and you have to know for yourself. You can't base it off of what anyone else says or feels or anything. So that being said, I do just want to tell my story about how I knew for myself. So basically, it took me over 16 years to figure out that I was transgender, to even guess that I was transgender. I never thought of it before. The first time, I remember looking at a guy and thinking that I wanted to be like him was a few years ago. I don't remember where I was, but I was out somewhere and there was just this guy, and I felt this like kind of attraction, but it wasn't like I wanted to be with him. It was like I wanted to be him. And at the time, it kind of freaked me out. I thought that those aren't thoughts that I should be having. That's not normal to feel that way. I thought it was really weird, and so I wouldn't let myself think about it. I just kind of shut that all down, and I didn't think about it. And then maybe a couple of years ago, I started getting into watching different YouTubers that were FTM, and that I remember feeling like I was somehow connected or had something in common with these people, but I wasn't ready to say that I identified as FTM or anything like that. But I know I definitely felt a connection when I was watching the videos, felt like I definitely had something in common with them, but I wasn't ready to go into that yet at that point in my life. As most of you know, I'm an exchange student this year, and especially in my first few months, I had a lot of free time. I started watching a lot of YouTube videos again of FTMs and all the free time I had, and it turned into an obsession. I would spend hours every day just watching these videos and watching these people, and I was just completely obsessed with it. And I would research different things that had to do with FTMs or just transgender people in general. And the more I learned about the transgender community and the gender binary and everything kind of like that, the more I realized that I was definitely not female. And I didn't know what that meant at first. I didn't know if that meant I was genderqueer or transgender, like FTM transgender, or if I was somewhere in the middle or nothing. I didn't know, but I knew that I definitely was not female. So I spent a while just trying to figure out, but not trying to really put a label on it. I watched a lot of videos. I started doing my blog. I remember the first day that I really accepted myself as being FTM transgender. I was on a Tumblr blog and looking at different people's photos, different FTM photos of, post-op surgery or comparisons of when they've been 1 year on T, things like that. And I remember just looking through the photos and thinking, and it just hit me that I want to do that. I want to go through transition. I want people to see me as male. I want all of that, and that's who I am. And so I remember it hit me really quick and really fast, and it was kind of overwhelming. It was really odd. But from that moment on, I really knew, I think. So I don't know. It just hit me. And that's all I can really say. I mean, if you're trying to figure out if you are or you aren't, I think you just know when you know, and you have to just stick through it. If you're still trying to figure it out, you just have to stick through it, and you will know eventually. So I hope this video was at least somewhat helpful. I just kind of wanted to tell my story and hopefully help some people. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, whatever. You can follow my blog, it's in the description. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.